And hello people, welcome to the stream. Just give us a hot second here where we also ping the Discord. And have a bit of hello people, shall we? Wonderful. Cool. So who do we have? Dylan Bell. Is this real? It is real. Welcome to the reality, Dylan. Frayden, welcome in, mate. Michael, Claire, Star Stuff. You at work today, Star? Hopefully we've caught you early enough. Cubic Illusion, hello my friend, how are you? Stuart as well. Welcome in, Raccoon, welcome in everyone. How are you all? How's everyone's weekend been? I'm going to be doing a little bit of detailing around whiskey today. There's some parts of the town around kind of the west side that have not been properly finished off. And you can't actually see next week's build from here as well, but you can only see the observation tower. You can't actually see what the build is, so we won't spoil it for those watching in chronological order. But Akis, welcome in, my friend. Lieutenant Short Fuse, welcome in. Welcome in. Josh as well. How are you, mate? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Magnum, Marco, Glenn. How is everyone? So we got mods now. We have mods and we can detail, which is very fun indeed. So I think what we will do is spend a little bit of time over here. And then we might also have a look at using Anarchy to get this train line flowing as well, because super irritating that we can't get it across, but since we have the Anarchy mods installed now, we might as well just do it. So I think we'll do that as well. Cool, so let's return to the idea over here. So we had our castle. Now, I think I'm on board with adding kind of a secondary entrance ramp onto the castle over here. So I think we'll reform the road network in order to accommodate that. So we'll break out some existing road frames here, also take away the pathways as well. Yeah, these as well, because the path's going to come straight down the middle here. So let's grab the same terrain heights we have over here. And let's bring our brush size down too. So about there, and then I guess what junction would be a good place to bring it down from? Maybe this one here we can connect it into. Then that'd be quite good. Hello people, how are you, Egg? I'm not too bad, Fusion. How are you? I've had a very good morning actually. I've been to the gym this morning. Very healthy egg. Had a very healthy breakfast and a very healthy lunch. So I'm in good spirits. Not feeling kind of carb overloaded, which is always good, right? Feeling very healthy today. Cool. So take this away, and then we'll bring that pedestrian road back in as well. So I'd love it to be the same positioning as this one, so we'll just gauge where that is. Gonna be, that's 90 degrees, is it? Let's come off any snap-ins here that are throwing us off grid as well. Actually, really just want the angle snapping and geometry, actually. Okay, so it's 89, 90, isn't it? So pretty much there, then, is where we want it to come down. Yeah, that's going to be good. Hey, Picana, Rene, welcome to the stream, guys. How are you? Christian as well. Hope everyone's Sunday is excellent. Yes, hope everyone is having an excellent Sunday. I have a feeling by the time Paradox mods comes out, we'll finish this city. To be honest, since I've started using the Thunderstore, I really like it. If no one's ever used it before, it has like kind of for those that have used Skive, you know, where you're setting up profiles for different mod sets, it's got like a built-in profile system. It's actually better than the Steam Workshop. It's really cool. So I've been really enjoying it. I can honestly see like they've got to do a really good job with Paradox mods, I think, to take people away from the Thunderstore, because it's very convenient. It's really cool. I like it. But yeah, you're probably right, Star. But I think if anything, that'll be a nice time to start a new city, right? Because as nice as Egginburgh is, it is kind of a bit of an experiment, I think. Cool. So we can have a secondary entrance into the castle over here, and start to sort of develop the grounds around it with some smaller gazebos and whatnot, perhaps a little European square as well, as this is our European side of town. although we don't particularly like that. Let's reform how these... Do these go underground, these pathways? We're going to do a little tunnel here, actually, I suppose. And let's bring our elevations down a little bit, see how possible this is. And I'm going to come... I guess under there. Does this look weird? There's a little bit, but I think that's mainly just the terrain around it, isn't it? Be able to soften them back out so the tunnel's a little smoother. I think I can bear with that. Almost want to do a mini slope, actually, if possible. Do I hate that cutting through there? No, I think with some trees around it, we can make it work. I think we can make it work with some trees on it. Let's continue to bring it out over this side, though. So let's actually use our curve tool here as well. Cool. And then that can go off to there. And that should do it, I think. Right, so let's just find it. We'll grab ourselves... actually, no, do we even want to factor that in? No, I don't think I'm going to. I've backtracked on the tunnel idea. Tunnel's leaving away. We will allow the pathways to come down and meet up with the pedestrian street at a slightly more natural slope. Something like that, I think. And then let's create it from here. Hey, Bradders, welcome into the stream, mate. How are you? Nice to see you. It should be a sensible time for the Australians now, I think. Let's get some bush lining up here as well. So coming to the wonderful world of Propline Tool. It's down here as well. And which one do we want? Cultivated green bush could be quite nice. Yeah, I think we'll have that. I don't want it going all the way to the top though. I do have it's the freeform functionality of CS1 Propline Tool. That is having the curve mode, but freeform would also be a welcome addition. And is there a royal plant? Maybe the pines. And there's some pines over here. Cool. Hey Jen, Chips and Dip, welcome to the stream, guys. Fireplace Gaming as well, Jojo. Welcome everyone. Happy Sunday to you all. The gang is here, Claire, isn't it? The gang is here. Or gang are here, rather. Okay, so I'm happy with the secondary entrance. Around here, I want still some density, so I think we'll stick to European mixed use in this particular regard. So let's come back to Euro mixed, and we'll get all this growing. Of course, since the last time we were over here, we now have surfaces to play with, so I think we're actually going to end up reworking a little bit of this over here. This kind of whole block wants a little bit of TLC, I think. But let's cut back some of the buildings. And do I mind you guys? No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay with that. Get rid of the trees behind here as well. There we go. And yet you just go away. So these guys constantly whinge of no pedestrian access, which is fine because it doesn't stop them operating or living here. But just the warnings are quite annoying. But I'd also like to bring in some surface work around this as well. So we use the surfaces here, so we can have concrete. What is this comparable to? Just draw a little square of it. Not the concrete I want. I think that's more the one I'm after. Also the road pavement as well, which is this one here. Yeah, I think probably that first one is the one I want, really. So essentially within this entire backyard space now, which if you've ever been down like a back alley in a city street, it's not just grass like this. It's one of my biggest annoyances about CS2. It would almost certainly be concrete. So now we can do this with the, essentially what you like to call district surface painter, right? This has got to be one of the coolest additions. I actually say it in the next episode, which I'm currently in the middle of building and editing. But this surface painter mechanic has the potential to become very powerful. If you can imagine you fill to golf courses or construction sites, and you can just have instant builds drop down to fill space, it's got the potential to be very, very cool, I think. So with this one here, I'd love to bring the tiles down as well. Definitely feels like a natural extension. Do the same thing over here too. Bring it all down to the corners just to get rid of that grass. Cool. Even possibly see a fountain being welcome in there as well. Let's switch over to our props and we'll search for fountains. Go for a small one. A little bit grand, isn't it? Actually, maybe a kiosk would be better here, actually, rather than a fountain. Have one there. Right, I need to turn that option in Find It to stop it from closing every time. I keep forgetting to do it. Cool. So we can have the space run through the back here. Maniac Mania has been a member for 22 months. Yes, please. Yes, please. Maniac, thank you so much, dude. 22 months is insane. Really appreciate it. And then he follows up with a $10 super chat. Absolute legend. Thanks so much, Maniac. Really appreciate all support, buddy. You're our secret blend of herbs and spices. Thank you for that. Very nice of you. And you can pull the tiles from buildings. Yeah, so if you're using the surface tool, it's obviously the way the buildings in cities 2 are meant to spawn. As you hover the tool over it, you can see all the nodes pop up. And that's just an indication of you can drag that surface around. It's very cool. It's going to be very powerful as well. Once like the modders can get their hands on this properly and figure it out, it's going to be very, very cool, I think. Very powerful tool. So let's make a bit of a street corner here. Fountain will be welcome at this point, I think. Not that one. I need to turn that Find It option on. I think that's quite a grandiose fountain to have nearby to the castle, isn't it? And then we'll get a bench as well. Let's do... Yeah, garden bench number 2 will be fine. Let's have that there. And then there is no planters at the minute, but what we can do is grab trash bins and use them as a planter. If we grab, in particular, I like planting the birch trees, are always a nice one to put down. Let's grab a teenage birch tree. Put on Anarchy as well, so we can have it in the space. And it can be a little awkward to plant sometimes, but that's pretty much what I want to happen. Cool. Now we can have a little Fountain Street corner here on the way up to the castle. I don't think I want buildings in the castle grounds around this way. I think we'll just have this as like overgrowth and pathways. I really want to let the castle kind of speak for itself here. I don't want lots of things to kind of swamp it. So with that in mind, let's have a new path system come up this way. Bit of a weird kink in the road there, isn't it? Let's redraw that one. There we go, it's a bit smoother. And then we'll just have forest, I think, on this side. So let's go for trees. Now, there is some preset bushes now, which is quite cute. There's Wild Delicious. It's not delicious, is it? Tacudious. We can pretend it's a delicious forest brush. And then let's actually turn off Anarchy here. I don't want trees in the road. Just get rid of them. Without deleting the pathways, hopefully. There we go. And bring the brush size down a little bit so you've got a touch more control over it. all the way through here. Rinse it back through here as well, because this is currently just pines and oaks, so hopefully have some more interesting vegetation around here. But mind creating, what's the terrain around here is pretty gnarly, I think, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we will do some more detailing, but maybe here would be a good spot for us, a little plaza actually. We'll check that out in a second. And I want lots of row housing as well, because that's quite a distinctive vibe you see around Egginburgh Castle, of course, which is a big inspiration for this particular part of the city. So there's lots of just medium density row housing set up around the castle. So we'll have that here too. Wonderful. Right. So XCS2 has been out for a while. What are your thoughts? I know there's a lot of negative and disappointment from a lot in the community. It just shows to hear what you think. My opinion of it at the minute is that it's a decent city builder if you go and get the quality of life mods like the Find It and the Prop Line tool and the proper forest brushes, extra landscaping tools, etc. Those combined with the road tools, there's actually quite a fun city building experience to be had. If you're not in this game for the city building aspect and you only play for the simulation in terms of you like checking land value and working with import exports and checking demographics and all that sort of stuff, you will hate it because it's very shallow. It doesn't work properly at all. They're obviously having problems trying to patch it. So it kind of depends what you get out of City Skylines, I think, really, as to how much enjoyment you get out of it in its current state. I'm in it for city building, so I enjoy it as a city builder. But there's a lot of people that like the simulation and like to have high land values and really focus on that sort of stuff. If you're one of those people, you're not going to enjoy it, I don't think. It's a pretty sensible way of looking at it. That's just my opinion, though. There's a lot of people that are very pissed off with City Skylines too, and I can see why, because it's not had a very good launch at all. But depends what you want out of it, really. Depends what you want out of it. Cool. I'm liking that. I like the little change up in concrete here too. Let's pull this one down as well. So you've got that flush concrete space between the walk-up. And I wouldn't mind having this one actually come down in its way. There we go. And then we'll bring these across. An anarchy on here too. There's a tiny little node in there that I want to delete. There we go. So let's have a trash bin in here. Which one? That's trash bag, isn't it? I want trash bin. There we go, these ones here. So there's 4 variants. That one is like an actual trash bin. I think it's trash bin 1, that's like the planter, isn't it? I think it is. So we'll have that there. Make sure we can line this up somewhat centrally. And we'll do 4.9 meters with the prop line tool here. We'll have those down there. And hopefully we can just do 4.9 meters again with the birch tool. Although I imagine this is, yeah, I'm going to place these manually because we can't really see them in the prop line tool view. I'm going to fill those planters with them. Some of the views make it a little bit awkward to place these. Sometimes you've got to get quite close to them. But, I think it is testament, isn't it, how much more fun I can have in the game with just access to like a literal bin and a tree, and I have so much more fun. Really do. We got some benches down here as well. I agree with you. Got to hear Lieutenant short fuse. Yeah, I think everyone's experience just differs so heavily at the minute. So it can be let's rotate this a little bit as well. Yeah, it can be quite divisive, I think. One person can have a lot of fun with it, the next just flat out won't. Welcome to all 150 over here on a Sunday. Thank you for joining me for some Sunday afternoon detail in Egginburgh. Now with extra benches, which is always nice, isn't it? Cool. Let's get a little kiosk down here as well. And we'll have kiosk number 2, which I think I just accidentally favorited. That's fine though. I'm not against kiosk number 2. That's a big part of it for me as well. Now I've got to get so much more familiar with all the props again, because I have no idea what any of the good ones are called or what they do. And I think we'll have a little bit more bush lining around here as well, I think. And we just see where those textures want to be poured out to, so we get rid of that grass. Delicious. Fantastic. Cool. So we just fill out that space now between the buildings, so it's not just an empty void. Makes it a bit more palatable, I think, doesn't it? Hey Magsy, welcome into the stream. How are you, mate? Is the Surface Painter a mod? It's part of extra landscaping tools, mate. So when you get extra landscaping tools, you get all these new configurables. And there's also a new surfaces tab where there's a variety of different ones to place down. There's also a surfaces extension as well that you can get. That's like an add-on to get even more textures. Yeah. But yeah, extra landscaping tools is what you want to get your surfaces. You can also do it with Find It as well, but with extra landscaping tools, you get a tab rather than having to go into Find It every time and search for a surface, for example. Just makes it a bit easier. Let's do the same over here as well. Just pull all these textures flush with each other. Bring this one down. And can we pull this tile one across? Wouldn't mind having the tiles extend out. There we go. Just add a few nodes into it so it comes back down again. And can we extend that one up to there? And then we'll bring in some trees between the buildings as well. Can we actually do a little bit of terraforming there? There's a touch of sort of lump, isn't there, if you like, for lack of a better phrase. I'm going to push that down a bit. There we go. Hopefully now, which we can actually enjoy. I'll say let's make sure we do those textures properly, because they're not quite down there, are they? There we go. Because we now have the first person camera mod, you can enjoy first person tour, which is great. What I would do to have Cities 1 have this mod, absolutely beautiful, just to pop into a first person mode like this. It would make recording my first person tour videos dramatically easier. We really want this mod. I'm surprised they didn't make props available at launch. Yeah, they made a lot of very weird decisions at launch, didn't they? They really did. Was it the next one? It was the next one, wasn't it? Yeah, let's walk over to the next one. Yeah, a lot of very weird decisions. Yeah. I can understand why people are frustrated with CS2. For me personally, it's disappointment I cannot win the game due to my PC specs, so CS1 is the game for me. Yeah, there's like all the detail around like the Sims at launch having like actual model genitalia was a very weird decision. You know, like look at this, like on a kiosk. Like you can read the words here. Granted, it's all like lorem ipsum filler, but like all of this is rendered. So it's like it's very detailed. When that's what adds so much stress to the system, isn't it? It is, especially like when I'm recording in 4K and playing Cities at the same time. Now, like my PC starts to become a little bit unhappy with me. Well, this is very cute, right? I think we'll do our first. Is that a weird looking sim? First. Looks a little bit like the CEO, actually, doesn't it? It actually does. That's quite scary. Well, then you've got this absolute meth head walking the streets of Egginburgh. Just horrendous. Yeah, so the Sims are a little weird looking. Too detailed as well, I think. I think this is a sign of some kind of Life by You integration, isn't it? Here's a one with 4 dogs. Wonderful. That is my sort of person. There goes the doggos. But yes, I think we will do a first-person tour in Egginburgh pretty soon. Now we've got this first-person camera mod. Right. Where the hell are we? Over here on the mountain for some reason. I don't know how we ended up there. Cool, right, let's get some row housing in. So we are on the back of the train line here. So let's work with the terrain, otherwise the houses are going to be sloping downhill. So road's also a little janky here as well, isn't it? Let's just recorrect some curves. Hello, FC. Welcome into the stream. How are you? Welcome on in. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, lots of row housing through here. Wouldn't mind a couple of blocks of it, so let's allow that to happen. We'll probably do alleys through here. Those will snap into our grid and road length as well. Or cell length, rather. And we'll do 80-meter blocks, I think should be okay. Get a few of these around, and we should have room to do it against the highway. We do indeed. Also bring this down as well. It might actually be worth hopping over to Google Maps actually and just having a look at Edinburgh Castle for some inspiration. I think we might do that actually before we start building. Oh, let's not knacker the grid though. Keep the grids happy. Why are you being a dong? Just work. Yep, we won't have a connection there then, that's fine. We're also sloping down here as well. Let's make sure we don't go into the realms of the train line. Let's slope up to this point here. Go. Could be quite a cool walk down here actually. When the trains are actually flowing. I think should we just anarchy that train line over the shipping lane? I did want to wait for a fix so we could do it in an episode, but I really want to see trains moving through here. I guess we'll see. Do you have a list of mods that you're using? I don't, mate, no, but I can show you on the Thunderstore if you want. This is it. So Bepin X is required for everything. It's just like a dependency. Line tool, first person camera, unified icon library tree controller. GUI is a dependency for find it, which is find stuff now. Anarchy, extended road upgrades, and extra landscaping tools. It's essentially all the functionality I wanted from CS1, sort of built into CS2's game engine. So yeah, there's obviously much more stuff you can do. There's mods that fix the land value and stuff, but you know, I don't care. I don't care at all about land value. So you can do that if you want. But yeah, there's several hundred mods available now. Obviously, download at your own risk. It is a third-party site, but you know, saying that, what was it? Network extensions 2 ended up being full of malware, didn't it? So you can get dodgy shit on the Steam Workshop as well. You just gotta be careful, you know. Do your research before you just start downloading random things. But you guys are clever. You know how to download things on the internet these days. Cool. So I think we will hop into Google Maps in a second. Let's clear out these trees. Add some new trees to the tree line here too. Train line even. Right. Let's go to Google Maps. Can't use Google Earth anymore these days. It really, really lags. It's super irritating. So we will head over to the wonderful world of Edinburgh. Also stick on our satellite imagery as well. So Edinburgh Castle is here, of course. So it's very erratic European road networks around here, as you would expect. But there's also, yeah, so we're also getting this big green belt. We can see something here as well, can't we? What is this? Can we get a street view here? I'd love to factor this into our green belt. Just a playground, isn't it? Also like a mini cathedral there, is there? Looks a little bit like it, doesn't it? But there's the castle, of course, up on the hill. Yeah, some benches. I bet you what, I bet you've got to pay like 20 quid to sit in them benches. They've got the same things in Hyde Park. There's a bloke going round asking for 20 quid if you sit down. Ridiculous. Insane. It's just nuts. He's pushed an update to Tree Controller that hopefully negates something introduced by Fire and stuff. Okay, yeah, I did see it had an update. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? It would be quite good. I know the risks. I used LimeWire back in the day. True. True, Bad Wolf. Yeah, if anyone's got LimeWire traumatization, you'll know how to download stuff. Happy birthday, Egg. Thank you, the great. It isn't my birthday, buddy, but thank you anyway. I appreciate it. I'll bank that in 4 months when it is actually my birthday. Yeah. Invisible Roads are awesome. Yeah, I saw your episode yesterday, if you see. Incredibly inspiring. It's very good. If you haven't seen Few Candy's latest episode in Few Orleans, absolutely wonderful. Work with some of the mods. Really good stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's just very cutesy little landscape gardens, isn't it, at the bottom of the castle? Not really an inspiration after. We can do something like this maybe, because we do have some space like that. I was looking at that. There's 2 churches right there, isn't there? There is indeed. I've never noticed that before. Okay. We don't have 2 church assets to put down anyway, so redundant. But what I'm really after is the orientation of the buildings. So, castle on the hill, one side of the road, with a lot of trees between it as well. And then on the other side of the road, it's essentially European row housing, right? So this is what I want to create around Egginburgh Castle. There's obviously some larger sort of industrial units, but the same vibe here, is it? Yeah, a little bit of parking. Castle, row housing. Cool. We'll go with that then. I think row housing is the most appropriate option here. And maybe we can have a little custom playground at the foot of the castle ground as well. Wouldn't be averse to that. Cool. So let's go into our zoning. We will grab ourselves medium density European. And I actually wouldn't mind having some kind of mix and match depths here either, rather than all having them the same. Let's do various different combinations and sizes on one side of the road. And then as they grow in, zone up the rest. See how that works. Not here though. Let's make sure we allow it to grow on the correct side of the road. There we go. And yeah, I want you to fill the spaces as well. Cool. Looks like 6 deep blocks. What on Google Maps, you think? Yes, it could be. Might actually remove the curve in the road here. I think I just want lots of as much straight grid in as possible. So just turn off grid. I just want to come down on the angle. And same deal over here as well. Don't worry about those. Really? You're just gonna you're just gonna remove, oh no, there you go, they're back, they're back. There's no zone in there anymore. What are you talking about? What are you doing? There's no zone in there. Stop it. No? Okay, we're just going to have an endlessly abandoned house then. And let me just remove... There we go. Now it's happy. So, it doesn't want a zone there for some reason, which is fine. So, I guess we'll just have some around the back. And we'll just have a big oak tree or something in its way. We can pretend, if we want to add it to the city's law, that this is just 3 protected oak trees that weren't allowed to be cut down. We'll have them there. And this gives us some deeper zone in here. Yeah, we can do some... We'll have a mix and match. So we'll have... What's that? 5? We'll have 6 there. Get some higher 6s going. Over here as well. Now, you're all on the opposite side of the road, aren't you? You are indeed. So if I cut you off. Yes, there we go. That's what I wanted. Have some there. There. I think European cities by their nature are quite erratic, aren't they? There's not that much rhyme or reason given to them. Yeah, I like the staggered gardens here. That's really the aesthetic I was going for, rather than having the gardens split perfectly all the way down the middle. I can get on board with that. How are we doing? Tell you what, I haven't checked actually. Is fencing in Find It? What sort of fences do we have to play with? Industrial piece. Let's have a little mooch through the fence collection, shall we, together? We'll also have fence residential. That one's quite nice. Unfortunately, none of them are networks, so we'll have to do prop line tour with them. This one's a big old sort of park fence, isn't it? Very similar to City's one. We'll have a bit of a fence showcase while we're here. A little bit of white picket for those wanting to live the American dream. Smaller white picket as well. Is that it? Is that all we've got? Some industrial fence in here as well. Oh, a little bit of a chain link barbed wire fence. Yes, please. What else do we have? Boat fence. That's actually more fence than CS1 has got, to be fair. Good old selection there, isn't there? It really is. I'm actually quite impressed with that. There's more sets, fences in endgame CS2 have got. I'm just looking for a fence to stop people falling onto the train tracks, which I kind of fancy this chain link barbed wired one is quite cute. Hey Miner, welcome to the stream, mate. How are you? Hope you're doing well, buddy. But it is a little sort of prison looking, isn't it? I think maybe this one, the one with the metal spikes on it, is a little bit more sort of UK vibes, I think. I think we'll go with that one. Which... I remember which one it was? I cannot. That one. Which one was it? Residential Piece High number 2 is the one that we like, everyone. Oh, there we go. Can't delete it. Let's also get some more zoning around here as well. Grow here. Let's also do a pathway to reset the zoning. I believe there is also a zoning adjuster mod now as well. That might be worth looking into. Maybe, yeah, just have all this as row housing. That's fine. Although not this end piece though, please. Thank you very much. Cool. So let's have Fence Residential 1. We will throw this on fixed length prop line tour with a touch of rotation. We lined up against the road there. We can just do fence mode, right? So, wouldn't mind a little bit of distance. So we're just going to have this here. Let's just have a look at our first ever CS2 fence together, shall we? Should we take the old first person tour? A pretty short fence. But it is a nice fence, isn't it? It is a nice fence. See the motorway over there as well? Trains one day. I think I'm on board with that. I think it's pretty nice, right? Make a fence around the fence and make a maze park. We could do a maze, Tom. That'd be good. We could. Well, welcome to the fence exhibition, literally, Jojo. Literally. Making his element of fences. I don't realise how much of my personality is actually based around fences. They are my crutch in Cities Skylines. The build can be absolutely horrendous. A little bit of farm fence. Everyone's happy. This is really good. Love it. Although the first person camera does freak out a little bit when you come out of it. It like throws you to another side of the city. Like a passive aggressive first person camera. Like, what, are you finished with me, are you? Right, well then, fuck off. Then it like throws you away. Like, awful to use, quite nauseating. It's like in Cities 1 when you come out the no UI view and the camera flips up. Like, passive aggressive camera controls. Cool, so let's pop into the old forest brush. Yeah, you guys have just been here to witness the first of the OE fences. You're very welcome. 280 of you. You guys are now an elite crowd of the CS OE community. You were here when we first placed our fences down. So there's a cute little preset bush here for wild bushes, which is kind of a what I would make as a preset sort of overgrown palette, really. Which is going to be perfect for this. Let's get us around here. Should we go anarchy the train line over the shipping line as well? Because I really want trains to run to Bourbon. Cool. So I'll have some here, and then we'll kind of cherry pick some large trees in it, maybe in their teenage years. And they're a little bit more temperamental. And they're like, no, I'm not doing photosynthesis. You've got those angsty teenage trees. Like, no, I'm not eating my chlorophyll. Cool, I'm happy with that. Right, so I think we will go ahead and anarchy the trees over it. Let's deforest all of this here. Make space for the train line. Do it a little bit higher than this to take ages otherwise. There we go. And yeah, we'll just make a cut through there. Where do we want to join up the other side? The other side's a little bit further over, actually, isn't it? We need to come over this way a little bit more. Around here. And then I guess we'll have to do a little bit of terrain work as well here, won't we? And I'd like it to cross at the narrowest point, I guess would make sense from a civil engineering perspective. Not that I know anything about civil engineering, but you imagine they would want to have it cross at the narrowest point at least. So what's the terrain difference here? Pretty minimal actually. So let's just create a space right here. And then we will slope up from here. All the way up to there. Hopefully this shouldn't upset the terrain, please. It is pretty well terraformed at this point. We'll find out though. Just take all those trees away. Go. Fabulous. Bad Wolf with the $2 Australian super chat. For the Fancy Fence Fund. Thank you so much, Bad Wolf. Thank you for the Fancy Fence Fund donation. And then Bradders is in on the Fence Fund as well. Thank you so much, Bradders. Appreciate you, Aussies. Thank you for the donations, guys. Yes, thank you for the contributions to the Fancy Fence Fund. The Fancy Fence Society will be more than pleased, I'm sure. Yeah, so let's come through here. And then probably want to draw this side over first, actually. So if we turn on Anarchy now, grab you, so also bring down our elevation controls a touch. And look at that, it can't stop me anymore. That's 1.7, so can I... Oh, I want to delete the pillar. Just let me delete the pillar, please. No, that doesn't really work, does it? I think we're just going to have the pillar there, aren't we? Let's redraw that. So it's gone all sorts of crazy now. I've deleted a single section of it. Yeah, unfortunately, I've not got control over the pillars yet. A move it would be tremendously handy for that. As long as we're locked in at 180 degrees on the other side, I'm happy with that. We're just going to have to deal with the fact that cargo ships are going to pass through the pillar. So it was actually a patch that broke this. This used to work, but then, funnily enough, the pillar police were all over Colossal Order, saying like there's two little pillars on the bridges, so they added more, and then it stopped them from crossing the bloody shipping lanes. That's why I always call out police when I see them. Just they ruined my pillars. Can't put them down anymore. But we can now, thanks to the wonderful world of network anarchy. Yes, please, everyone. So let's go hit the train guideline here. We'll have that. Soften out some terrain where needed. Cool. Now it's finally connected. So, what platform does this actually run into? Runs into the first platform where I believe we don't have any train lines, do we? We don't. No, that's wonderful. So, if my calculations are correct, we can grab the passenger train line that currently stops in Bourbon. You are now coming all the way to Whiskey. Amazing. And then let's not forget to add back the stop that we stole. So you now need to stop here. And stop here. Oh god, yes please everyone, yes please. Now eventually I would like to make this a multi-directional train so it runs down the left and right side tracks, but for right now we'll just have it running one way. But we will now see a train passing through here, which is great, isn't it? Wonderful news. Lieutenant Short Fuse with a $5 super chat. It's your first super chat on the stream as well. Thank you so much for that, mate. Let me throw something on the plate for the Fancy Fence Fund. Seems like a worthy cause. It definitely is a worthy cause. Definitely is. Thank you for the donation, buddy, and indeed your first super chat. I appreciate you. It's very nice of you. Have we lost some fencing there? Anyway, let's carry on with the fencing anyway. This one, wasn't it? So let's come back onto our fence mode. But what this one was doing down here. Yeah, just line 2 with fence is appropriate, I think. And we'll have this go right the way through this way. And just keep it running parallel with the road. It'd be great to have these as networks one day. Where are we coming down here? That's fine. How do these networks or props handle terrain? So no, prop fencing on CS1 terrain that's not perfectly flat is a nightmare, but they're actually not too bad. They adjust quite nicely, don't they, to the terrain differences. There's like a slight gap in the fence there at the bottom, but I'm not bothered about that. Okay. Not horrendous. First time joining your stream, long time viewer. I started greeting my team at work with hello people. Did you, Riot Ghost? Well, welcome into the stream, mate. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for stopping by and welcome to your first live stream. Nice to see some people welcoming Riot Ghost as well. How many of you guys are actually playing modded CS2 at the minute, just out of interest, since we've introduced them into Egginburgh? Always interested to see how you guys play as well. Let's get some 6 deep houses here. I'll do 4, another 4, 5, another 6, and a 4. There we go. And then throw in the rest of them. These two haven't quite behaved themselves, have they? Let's wait them regrow. There we go. You need to regrow to that length as well. As do you, and you. I don't think we'll have zone-ins here actually. We'll put some zoning down and then do some trees around it. Cool. Hopefully... Oh, did we just miss the train? I think we did, didn't we? We did miss the train. Wait for it to come back. Wait for it to come back. I'm lost on mods. Michael's not playing CS2. Bad Wolf is loving it. Very nice. My game is crashing when trying to open a map to start building. That's not good, RCN. That sounds like a mod conflict, possibly. I haven't had any crashing bugs. I know a lot of people have experienced crashing with 2, but it's been alright for me. Biffa is using the odd mod. Welcome in, Biffa. How are you, buddy? Nice to see you. Biffa's been playing with his beaver recently. He's back on the Timberborn series. My PC can't even handle the game without mods. That's a shame, Star. Did you look into GeForce Now? You should be able to run it with GeForce Now. It's pretty powerful. Right. Let's carry on here, shall we? So, more row housing this way. Although, not on that road, please. Let's get rid of you. A wall aligned to that road. Yes, you are, right? You are. to recorrect you then. And we'll keep having our row homes. This way we're kind of coming onto a bit of a curve now, so let's deal with the fact they're not going to be totally flush, but that's just the city zoning system for you all. Let's make sure we keep that alignment as well. Have all facing either toward or away from the castle rather than on the other angle. Cool. So we've got a little bit of motorway here. I wouldn't mind kind of beefing up the forest around this bit of the city. So let's remove a little bit of the forest here, or the overgrowth rather. And what's the other one? Evergreen, pine and spruce trees. No, I think we'll go for this one. Which I can't now unsee this as wild delicious, so that's just what we're going to call it going forward, if that's okay. Turn off anarchy here as well. Don't want trees in the road. I'll actually put a little bit of sound barrier on this highway as well, actually. I think that might be quite appropriate. Let's grab it. We'll do sound barrier. There we go. We'll have this run. Up until there should be okay, I think. And I'll probably run that fence up until here as well. You've got to be really close to see the fence, haven't you? Actually looks like it's kind of like falling off the cliff there as well, doesn't it? Is that something we've done, or is that just the terrain? I'm not actually sure. Do props respond to terraforming? Do we find out? Oh, they do. Look at that. You see them all bend back into position? That's very cool. Yeah, so if we slope it, it goes a little bit wonky, which I don't mind, actually. It kind of looks like the fence is a bit knackered, doesn't it? Like it's actually starting to fall down. We did something quite similar for detail in Thessia's cattle ranch, for anyone that watches the Thessia series. A lot of fun. I've never had a crash on me. CS1 on the other hand, I've broken crashed that more times than I can count. Sargon loves Timberborn. Hey Mike, welcome into the chat, buddy. How are you? Mods are a must in this game. They are at the minute. I think if you want any resemblance of fun, play with the mods. Play with the mods. Which is unusual for me to say, because I'm always a champion for the vanilla experience, as you know, with CS1, but CS2 vanilla isn't there yet, unfortunately. So I think we'll run the fence up and then bring it across to meet with the sound barrier. It doesn't have to be dead flush, does it? As long as it's just there. And then hopefully with a little first person tornado. I'd love to see a train pass by in first person. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's very exciting, isn't it? Very nice. If we run around the corner, no people should be able to get down here. Not quite flush, but no one's squeezing through there. And then cool. And then can we see the castle from here as well? Not really, actually. The row homes are blocked. But that's okay. That's okay. Enjoying the fine stuff, Egg? I am Biffer. That's like... That was one of my biggest requests in CS2, was to have that just find it functionality, so I can just search for what I want and get it. Not particularly to the extent of ploppable Rico, because I can understand how that can mess with the simulation. But just, you know, if I want to have a bench, I can just type bench and get a list of all the benches. That's like top 5 like ever mods for me. Absolutely love Find It. But yeah, I'm very happy to play with it. What are we doing here? That's terraforming egg. We need forest rush. Let's get rid of all these trees. We'll start to round out this part of the city now, and then I think we'll head back to the castle grounds and see if we can construct that kind of family playground we saw in Google Earth. So lots of... we'll do a mix and match here, actually. Let's get some... Nope, not there, egg. Other way. There we go. Yeah, how about you, Biffa? Are you enjoying the modded experience a little bit more now? It definitely makes the game sort of significantly more palatable, doesn't it? Thessia makes my week. I'm glad to hear that, Thomas. I actually had someone comment on last week's episode saying, no Thessia on Friday, I want another episode on Monday. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're going to have the Orchid Bay police to answer for that one. So I was like, no, we have to have Orchid Bay on Mondays. If I took Orchid Bay away on a Monday, people would lose their minds, and replaced it with a Thessia. I was like, well, I'll just blame it on this guy. He was like, I want another Thessia on Monday. Doesn't want to wait a week. But I'm enjoying Thessia at the minute. We're getting dangerously close to doing the airport build, which are always absolute beasts in modded prop city, essentially. So incoming airport, I imagine at some point in Thessia. Cool, we'll have a little park on the corner there. It's also what we're doing here. What are we doing here? We're arriving back on the main street at this point. So I don't like all these people parking on the roads. That's very British though. People always double park in the UK. I don't really want a parking lot here either. Then again, we did see some parking at the bottom of the castle, didn't we? Let's just actually explore the idea of parking around the castle. Let me pause the simulation so the PC doesn't die. Yes and no, Princess want me to realise how good the mods could be. Yeah, exactly. If I got a dash, thanks for hanging out. No worries, Biffa. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. It's always nice to see Grand Uncle. I'm not allowed to call him Granddaddy anymore. He did tell me off. Well, thanks for hanging out, Biffa. Nice to chat to you, buddy. So there's a little car park here. And that's pretty much it, isn't it, actually? It's literally just that one car park. Okay. Yeah, and everyone else is just street parking, aren't they? Which is actually very similar to what's happening in Egginburgh, so... Oh, is that a little layer of height there? Is that a tunnel? It is a tunnel. Very nice. With a lot of graffiti. And some fencing. Okay. That's a nice little road design there, though, isn't it? Have the road go under while the roundabout one comes up above. Very cute. Coming in. Back onto the main road. I think. We have many photos inside that submarine feedback, by the way. Please post them in the Thessia channel, Bad Wolf. Please do post anything that's related to a build or anything you think could inspire a build. Bang it in the Thessia channel. Because then it always inspires other people to post as well, and then we end up with very unique ideas and cute builds together, don't we? That one you showed me of the Aussie immigrants signing their names as they come into the city was really cool. I really appreciated that. Wouldn't mind a bit of commercial here. Do we want to strode it up? A little bit of commercial. Again, it is on the highway exit, isn't it? We probably should keep this clear, really. We'll see. We'll see. Might just tree it up, actually. It'd be quite nice to come into a little bit of trees as you enter into this part of the city. Now let's throw on ye old Wild Delicious. I'm forever going to be corrected on that now. If you weren't here on the stream, we decided to call it Wild Delicious. Everyone is now going to say egg. It's not Wild Delicious egg. I'll have to deal with that for the rest of my CS2 playtime now. Which is fine. It's fine. Let's bring some low density over here as well. I want to build a council estate as well, actually. We might actually go to Glasgow, because I want to get some low rent housing right next to the highway, which is a very distinctive vision of driving through that bit of Glasgow. What is it? Is it the M20 something? Something like that. Maybe Alibriskin with the 220 Turkish lira. Super chat. Or super sticker. It's the lemon hugging a blueberry, I think. And then Mehmet Alibriskin with another 55. What about memberships, Mehmet? I'm so sorry, buddy. I think I've actually got to the root of the problem. So I think I set my channel up as a brand account, Mehmet. Now on brand accounts, it thinks I'm a company, like Nike, for example, or Nike, as the Nike please will tell me to say it properly. They can't accept membership donations. So I went through it, went to find it, couldn't see the option. I asked another YouTuber who does have it turned on and they have the option. So I think I literally cannot turn it on my account, Mehmet, because YouTube thinks I'm a brand. So brands cannot accept gifted memberships. I will speak to my YouTube manager and try and get it changed. But until then, I can't do it, buddy. I'm so sorry, but I think we've finally found out why. I hope that makes sense. But either way, I really appreciate you, Mehmet. I promise I will speak to my YouTube manager. And we will see if we can get that set up so you can give some people some memberships. Because I would really like to have it turned on. Not that I really encourage YouTube memberships anyway. Patreon's the much better option if you want to support the channel with a subscription, if you like. You get much more out of Patreon. Cool. Lots of cute forest around here. Let's have a little first person tour now as we come into the city. Not with that though. What did I just turn on? Go away. We did Alt F. There we go. Go sprint across the motorway. I think I'm happy with the trees here. You can see some of the house and then the castle comes into view. Yeah, pretty cute. I'm happy with that. And then around here, we'll just treat up with some manual placement. Actually, wouldn't mind. Do we have some zoning tiles here? Wouldn't mind a little gas station spawn in here if we can get it in. It's crazy how much City Skylines has like Americanized me. I never ever called it a gas station before playing CS, but now I always call it that. Cool. So we're gonna have our car park here now. Near all the commercial and the mixed use and the castle, which is getting a ton of use, isn't it? Loads of people parking here already. And then we can get up there. They should hopefully make these tram lines over here quite a bit busier as well, having so many more people residing around this area. Oh, this would be a good first-person tour, actually. Should we jump into this one? Down by the cathedral. I think the first-person tour we'll do for the video is we'll walk all the way down the Royal Mile. That'd be quite fun. Have a YouTube manager? We do, yes, I do. It's they're called YouTube partner managers, yeah. They reached out to me last year. I nearly died. I was like, I got an email from YouTube, and I was like, oh, have I done something wrong? I was like, what's up? They're like, hello, we'd like to give you a dedicated partner manager. I was like, holy shit, yes, please. Yeah, they're very cool. They're always there for advice, and you can like jump on calls with them and go through analytics. And they actually invited me to an influencer event, as much as I hate that word. See that we come out of first person camera and it throws us over here. Our farms have collapsed. Are you okay? Rebuild, please. Waiting for disaster response unit. Oh dear. Let's rebuild the ones that can be rebuilt anyway. There we go. Yes, they invited me to an influencer event again, as much as I hate that word. I hate to call myself an influencer. I'm not at all, just a YouTuber. But it was at Anfield, and it included a stadium tour afterwards. I was like, you know what? I think I'll pass on it. Thanks anyway, though. I'm not spending my time walking around Anfield with a load of people that call themselves influencers. I could think of nothing worse. Anyway, little tangent. Little tangent. America Americanizes all. They did, didn't it? We're all Americans at heart. You always get to us eventually. You've turned America, Egg, saying that my 5-year-old daughter sometimes saying thing with that America, but with the accent too. Yeah, is she like watching so much American TV? She's actually starting to pick up the accent now. Right, so let's go into find it. I'd love to. What comes up if we search a playground? Nothing. How about just play? Nothing as well. I'm after a collection of playground prop slides. Does that bring anything up? Does. Does, okay. So they're just named by what they're actually called. Alright. Yeah, so I'd like to make a little child's playground thing here that we saw at the bottom of the castle. So let's have a... think a medium parking lot here. Is that a little big actually? No, it's alright, it's alright. We'll do that. Let's also use our surface tools to drag these corners up. So we don't have any weird awkwardness like that. Turn on Anarchy here as well. Oh, are you trying to give me grief? There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, that grass surface is fine. And that looks like it'd do with a little tree line in there as well. Which, let's be honest, everything's always better with a tree line, isn't it? Good, so we can have a little tree line here, and then we'll just make a little mock playground, a little prop playground here. Cool. So I'd also give the playground a texture. I imagine sand is the go-to. Sand 1 and 2, which do we prefer? Probably sand 1, I think, right? Well, these little tile numbers. That's quite cute. They're not at all reflective, are they? in the thumbnail of what they actually are. Hopefully that's going to improve over time. Yeah, let's go with sand surface number 2 then. So I'd love a pathway here. That's it, also snap to sides of a building. So we'll have that there. And I'd like to have playground. Let's actually draw in a little box yard where we can have that little playground center. Something like that. Yeah. And then I'd like that surface, so we'll do sand in this box over here. I would have to wear something to cover my face, Bad Wolf. You're very right. You're very right. I can just wear Jane's face mask though. Just do that. So let's push this up a little bit. I'm so blown away by that surface. If that's like the future of surface painter for CS, I'm just like, I'm so happy. That's just outstanding. And then we'll have a little created bush line here. Holy moly egg. There's snowman props. Just came across them. I think we need a snowman coven. Yeah, is there? Is there snowmen? Is there aliens? No. No, there is as well. He's right, everyone. Did we bring the snowmen covens back? Yeah, they're much greater detailed as well than CS1, aren't they? How about that? He's smoking a pipe. Look at the texture on that carrot. I think it's almost unnecessarily detailed, right? We've also got 232 people tuning into a live stream where someone's like, look at the texture on that carrot. It's a weird world we live in, isn't it? Great shout for you, say. They almost look like they're made out of like bed sheets rather than snow, don't they? Bed sheets filled with like beans. Bean snowmen, if you like. Claire gets told I'm too posh for how you talk. Where are you from, Claire? Are you quite a posh person? Are you like a Oxfordshire or Hampshire accent? I haven't found any aliens, sadly. That's great if you see. Yeah, I'll tell you what. We'll bring back the snowman coven then. If they're in cities too, it'd be rude not to, right? We will bring back the snowman coven. We'll have our first one here, okay? Let's set up a little fountain then. We'll build a little playground here. Is that a fountain? Guess so. It's not very fountainish though, is it? What's that one? Yeah, okay, let's have that. We'll have it right in the middle. I think. That tree's supposed to grow? No, it's made out of metal, isn't it? It is made out of metal. It is. Right, then so I guess we'll grab a couple of slides. We're gonna have to piece this together by memory. So we'll have slide over here. Hold on, let me turn that option on. Is it in Find It, that option to stop it from collapsing? Is it this one here, operation mode? We want it to override vanilla window. Guess we'll try that, see if it works. Let's research our search parameter here. Yes, that is it. That is it. So we'll have slide here. I guess swing is the next obvious one. There's 3 swing sets. Very nice. So we'll have one here. Oh, it's one of those cool swings, the ones that you sit on. Do these have a different name? Yeah, what would you guys call this where you come from? Where like you sit on that, it's like a big net and you sit in it. You can get like a lot more purchase on the swing. It's a lot of fun. I have another over here. I mean, what else have we found in the playground? A merry-go-round? Will it have that? No. Maybe it's not called a merry-go-round though. Is the problem with not having thumbnails? Table sets? I have some tables. I wouldn't mind having like a bench table. Obviously not here, is it? Tennis bench? That's quite cool. There we go, that's what I'm after. Let's have a couple of tables for knackered parents to sit at while their 3-year-olds rocket around playground. Yeah, I'll have a street light in here as well, I guess. Do these even light up? Because I know there are some props in CS1 that don't light up. I'll have to find out. Big swing? Is that what you call it? This was the big swing? The big round one is what you guys call it? The ring swing here. Just sound a little odd though, the ring swing, doesn't it? Ali Briskin with a 110 Turkish Lira Super Chat. You cannot give Patreon memberships. You cannot, mate. I'm so sorry, buddy. Soon as I can get them turned on, mate, I will. I promise you. And once they're on, I will come into your DMs on Discord. I'll be like, Mehmet, guess what, buddy? You can gift a membership now. And you'll be extremely happy. But for right now, I just can't do it, buddy, because YouTube thinks I am a brand. I'm not. I'm just a person. Let's have some bins around here as well. And then we'll also repurpose some bins as well for planters in the middle. I'd like... We have decals as well. Let's not get involved in that right now. Let's not get distracted. How about one of these poplar trees? Will you sit in my bin? Is that in the bin? I need first person to tell. Not quite. Not quite. Let's redo that one. Well, thank you for the donation again, Mehmet. You crazy dude. Thank you for all your insane support for many, many years now. Cool. Yeah, we need more playground props. Sand pit. Sand pile. Oh, there's a lot of sand piles. And posters. Sandbox. There you go. Okay, it does bring up sandbox. Okay. Cool, yeah. Let's have some sandboxes then. We'll have one over here. Have one by the swing as well. What else do we find? Round. Campground table set. Let's put down an actual playground asset. Because there is one, isn't there? We grab this large playground here, isn't it? Let's just put this. I guess we can put it there, right? What's on it? Oh, what's that? I want that. What's that called? Like, I guess Jungle Gym would be the American version. There's a little Wendy house over there as well. Seesaws, of course. That should be a pretty easy one to pull out. No, it's not. Oh, it's not called seesaw then. Hmm. And we are filtering for buildings. I guess props would be the more appropriate, wouldn't it? There we go. There we go. Seesaw. So we'll have some seesaws over here. I'll have one this side. We'll have another one over here. Yeah. House? Playhouse, probably. There's doghouse, greenhouses. Outhouse. Doghouse. Not any of the extractor buildings, of course. Oh, they are cool to place, though, aren't they? Hmm. We searched in play, didn't we? Nothing really came up. You guys are saying Tita. Oh my god, go away. Get away from my window. Yeah, what is that called? That house. Want to try Jungle Gym? Candy says they're play cabins. Do I need to come out of the prop filter? Is that messing me up here? No, it's just bringing up the normal thing. Fina's gonna grow some weed in the greenhouse. What Pan said. Try typing the dev mode thing. I don't have dev mode turned on. Don't have dev mode on. Okay. Can't seem to find them. It's going to take me 1,000 years to sit here and scroll through them all, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have dev mode enabled. My little gazebo over here as well, why we stumbled across it. Let's maybe have this just off of the children's playground. I'll have this over here. And I just need to change that find it option now. Hold on. Was it move the window we had on before? Oh, now it's up there. No, I don't like that. Yeah, let's just have it as override. That was working for us, wasn't it? Okay, let's give a little pathway up to our gazebo. And I don't like that one actually. Can we find the other ones? Gazebo 3. 2 is my favourite, I think. The entrance for that one is right there. Leave that on, and then we'll place some bushes around the bottom of it. Let's do bush number 1. Maybe a lone tree next to this or something. A little pine or something like that. And I also wouldn't mind connecting in that pathway where it makes sense as well. Okay. Did you see if it came up as slide play equipment? I think there was only one slide, wasn't there? Try gym. You can try gym. Yeah, gym might work. Oh, there is some things off of the gym park though that you can place down. You can place down all the work equipment. There's a little sign here as well. For the outdoor gym stuff. We could do an outdoor gym. Do you guys want to do a little outdoor gym here too? Get the absolute beefcakes of Egginburgh working out over here. Which have that near the playground though, might be a little dangerous. So we get some fencing around here too. God, I'm just getting lost now in the wonderful world of props. So nice to have them back. How about line tool like this? Might have to place some a little bit more manually, but we can do that. Yeah, this is where not having that move it picker makes things just a touch more awkward. Just so you can correct the little inconsistencies like that. Let's have the entrance here. We'll have the bins on the outside of the playground. Wait, do you change colour every time you place? That's annoying. That can be very irritating. Get some bushes around there too. What were we using? Cultivated flower one? I think I'd rather prefer like a wild hedge looking thing. About these little corners near the lights. Needs a skate park? Yeah, we can chuck a skate park in. Let's grab skate park from sports parks, isn't it? There we go. Yeah, have a skate park over here. Parks near me have gym equipment in them. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a little outdoor gym. A little custom one. That'd be quite cute. Thumbnails would be so helpful right now. Yeah, I'm hoping that the thumbnail update of fine stuff isn't too far away. This one we were using, wasn't it? Right, let's have that on the line tool till there. And we'll break it over here again. You can sort of see the height starting to mess with it a little bit more here, can't you? I guess you can't go too crazy with the height differentials, I guess. Bear in mind a little bit. Cool. And then we'll manually align that last one. Which isn't going to be perfect, but it'll be fine. It's hidden by bushes. Now we can have, I guess, first person tour is always the best way to show it off, isn't it? Quite a cutesy little playground. Right next to our parking. Take a walk around in it. I'm sure we're missing some props that would have gone well here. Good morning from California. I tried to get here on time. My pup would normally wake me up at 4 to 5 a.m. What did I miss? Tell me everything. We've just been messing about with a little custom prop playground, which just turned out quite nicely, I think. And some row housing by the tracks. And we also brought the rail line across the river as well. Cool. Look at that texture on that swing seat. It's just crazy, isn't it? You can see the little toys in the sandpit there as well. Very nice being able to walk first person around a finished prop build. Big fan of that. Cool, then we can come back and cross the street into more prop plazas. And before we know it, Cities 2 feels so much more alive now, doesn't it, with those props? Little custom spaces like that make an absolute world of difference. See, stuff like that, stuff like this is so much more important to me than the land value. Or like import export. Just like this is what makes a difference for me. I think we'll keep the little bush line going around the edge of the whole park here. Especially in here as well. Have it sit there, and then we'll have a large adult oak sat in the middle. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Very cute. Just a little glimpse of what's now possible with some service painting, right? Thank you for 214 of you as well here watching. Appreciate you all. Have a little hydration break too, shall we? I do actually need to nip to the bathroom for a hot second, so I will leave you with views of the new child playground. I'll be right back. Oh yes, we'll do the snowman when I get back as well. Hello, people. Okay, yeah. Let's have a little hydration break and a posture check here as well. And then we'll carry on building. Feel like I am ignoring the live chat a lot today. I need to adjust my second screen too. Also, we haven't placed the actual snowman. No, yes, we will do the snowman, yes. Thanks for the skate park. Thanks for the suggestion, Ghost. Do you have a mod list we can download? No, because Thunderstore doesn't do mod lists, but what it does do is these chunky little codes. So you can essentially get my profile here by putting this code in. So I will leave the code in the live chat if you want to copy and paste it, and it will give you this mod list essentially. So not like a link, it's just kind of like it's like a QR code that links you to the list, isn't it? So yeah, you can do that. That'll take you to the mod list. Oh, we definitely create a sense of place. Glad you enjoy it, Ghost. It's very kind of you, mate. Thank you. Sims seem to have severe case of hip dysplasia. Says Star. Yeah, I guess they do. I guess they do. You're having fun, Egg? I am having fun. I am, Claire. Beautiful views. Yeah, I like this side of whiskey. It's nice over here. The whole park with the cathedral and the university and the row homes is very nice. I like this design we did over here. There's a little more. Look at that as well. There's little grocery fruit and veg stands there, isn't there? Magazine stands as well. I think that's the best thing to do is go look at other buildings and see what props are on the vending machine. Put a vending machine in the park. Big kiosks as well. Mind having some of these. This is where we need Bob, isn't it? Because Bob would list all the names of the assets. Yeah, we'll put the snowman in, which is going to be the first snowman coven since very late Ilos. Probably the, are we winning? Is that what we called it? One where the snowman was hiding under the what's it called? Like the bleachers? Are they not called snowmen? Snowman, sorry, right. So I guess we'll make a little family day out. Daddy Snowman and Mummy Snowman can be playing with their child on the slide. No, we don't have... oh. Okay, we can't put them too close to the slide then. Okay, I guess Daddy Snowman and Mummy Snowman can be sat at the bottom welcoming Baby Snowman off the bottom of the slide. And as always is with tradition with the snowman. Oh no. He said, please tell me it's parasol. There's got to be an umbrella prop. Yes, there we go. They do need shelter from the sun. Because otherwise they melt. Oh no. Moves the prop as well. Is that okay? Are you happy with that? I think we are. Okay. We can have that there then. That's going to be... we can just take a first person walk past this now. For the people that haven't watched this stream and don't make it an hour and 31 into the VOD. Oh, hold on. I've my live chat is not up to date. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Snow person. I know we've got to be politically correct now with snowman, haven't we? It's a snow hymn. You're walking through the park. I guess walk past the park here. And then you're like, hold on a second. What's going on over there? Perfect. Wonderful. It's nice to see the snowman back, isn't it? It has been a long time since they've been here. Cool. I love walking through the playground there. A really nice little space now, isn't it? Little gazebo over here. Pretty similar to what we saw in Edinburgh Castle as well. The little playground here. Don't mind that at all. Cool. So how are we getting on over here now? This is all grown out. Everyone's pretty happy over here. There's a few places where I can see I want some trees in. So we will do that. Let's grab an anarchy on for this. I guess so. Let's fill in some spaces around with trees. Not always oaks though. Let's try and get some more trees in here as well. Right, a leafy suburb is the vibe I'm after here. Lots of these spaces to tree up to. One thing that irritates me is this sort of annoying space. I'm really looking forward, if anyone's been following Manor Lords, which we will be covering on the channel as well, by the way, come April 26th when it comes out. Not that I'm counting down or anything. But the zoning system in Manor Lords is very, very nice, and something I wish cities would have adopted. You just sort of tell the space and it will generate it with buildings. It's very nice. Cool. We've got that leafy suburb now. Lots of row housing on the edge of the castle here. Very Edinburgh. I'm happy with that, I think. Very cool. Got to run now. Have a nice rest of the stream. Don't forget to hit the like, peeps. Thank you for hanging out, Star. Really appreciate you. Thanks so much. If you use the Find Stuff Picker tool, you can select some of the props and assets with it. Very useful, by the way. Just discovering all this myself. A few candies here giving us live prop tutorials, everyone. Get a little bit of love for a few candy. But I need to turn that on and find it, don't I, if you see. Enable pick a shortcut, control click to pick an object. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, that is amazing. Can we do that with the big playhouse here? Okay, interestingly enough, that big asset there doesn't appear to be a prop, but oh wow, you can just grab that and say, okay, I want that. And then we can just place it anywhere. God, that's amazing, isn't it? Isn't that fantastic, everyone? Can we grab that little Wendy house? No, that grabs the tree. There's only certain things that can be grabbed, isn't there? Unless I've just not gone over the mesh of it. Maybe that's 2 assets spliced together then. Oh, that's amazing for you, Candy. Thank you so much for that. That's incredibly helpful. You even get that little park sign as well. Yes, please. Let's have that here. And also over here as well. So now when we come in, we've got that. Yes, please. That's so good. Is that lorem ipsum Latin filler? It is, isn't it? That's not Finnish, is it? Like, maybe they might have put Finnish in just for because they're a Finnish developer, but it's lorem ipsum, isn't it? It is. That's wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Morning, Esu. Welcome into the stream. It is afternoon for us over here, but thank you for hanging out, buddy. Love a sneaky live stream before bed, enjoying all your content lately, Egg. CS2 and Thessia especially. Thank you so much, Kane. Appreciate you, buddy. I hope you're all comfy in bed, ready for this. I've got the picker icon in the bottom right. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can also do control and click for that as well. It says that's what I was doing. But yeah, there is a picker icon here, isn't there? That's quite fancy. Yeah, for some reason, this asset in the playground is not a pickable prop when everything else seems to be, which is quite annoying, but I can get over it, I think. Yeah, that picks the whole playground up, doesn't it? That's absolutely delicious for you, Candy. Thank you so much for that. So can I also grab veg with this? Or we can. Oh, we can make a little fruit and veg market. Wowzers trousers. Wowzers everyone. What else can we get? I wanted a vending machine, didn't I? So I can just... Oh, can we get the vending machine? Wow. Absolutely wow. Mod of the year. If you want to play Cities 2, get this. This is amazing. So I wouldn't mind having a little vending machine here by the bins. In case anyone wants a drink. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, what else is possible with this now? Can we do this on the university stuff? So there's all these little kiosks and stuff over here. Gazebos. I guess we can, right? We can. What about? Is there anything on the football pitch? Oh, you can get the bleachers as a prop. What? Oh my word! That's fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. What else? What else can we pick up? Head to a train station. Is there anything there? Yeah, what's for picker in here? This is the rest of the stream, everyone. Settle in. This is what we're doing. Oh, you can grab the signs. A little bit out of home advertising. Anything over here? Oh, there's little industrial props over there. Okay. And on the front of buildings as well, right? Yeah, all of this is pickerable. Even down to the signage. That's incredible. And we'll give you Candy the host at the end of the stream for that. Well in for you, see. That is wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. What city do you live in, Egg? My closest city is Lancaster in the northwest of the UK, but I am way out in the sticks. Rural. Very, very rural. But yeah, my closest city is Lancaster. But we lost some bushes here. Cool. So I also mentioned I wanted to do a little bit of a council estate by the motorway, for which I think we will. Why were the farms collapsing? What's wrong with it? Is that because I've not got tenants in them? Then again, I could put tenants in them now, couldn't I? Because I have extra landscaping tools. Doesn't extra landscaping tools allow for resource painter? I'm not mistaken. I haven't really used this mod before. I'm pretty sure it does. Don't know where it is though. We'll find out. But that anyway, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I want to head to Glasgow in Google Earth. Let me pull it up for us. So if anyone's ever driven through Glasgow, let's turn off our street view. I'm after the motorway. The M74 is the one I want. So I guess we just need to find where it also turned into the M8 here as well, doesn't it? M77 comes down this way. I know where it is. I know where I want to go. Go to Drumchapel, which is a very interesting place, by the way. If you've ever been to Glasgow, it's where Sir Alex Ferguson is from. It wasn't a motor. This is an A road, isn't it? It is an A road, yeah. Okay, maybe it wasn't Drumchapel then. Let's go back to the centre. Trying to, if only we had Rich here, Rich would be perfect for this build. How about we just search Glasgow high-rise images? It's this sort of thing I'm looking to replicate near the motorway. Where is that? Springburn in Glasgow. Okay, let's go to Springburn then. Springburn. Where are we in Glasgow here? Quite in the city. Looks like that's it, isn't it? So, I mean, what was that on the image? 4 towers. Basically green belt around them. Some parking in between them as well. There's also this one as well. Little playground in the middle of them. But yeah, there's a distinctive visual. I guess if you go for Glasgow high rise near motorway, does that narrow our search? But there's a very distinctive bit of the M74 where you drive on it and you drive past a lot of sort of these sort of towers. But for now, cannot seem to find it. But this is inspiring enough at least. Okay, yeah. So we'll do 4 towers. We'll go for that one we found in Springburn. We'll use this one. There's a big park here as well, isn't there? Winter Gardens, play area, cricket pitch, football pitch. Springburn Park men's shed. What is that? What is the men's shed? Do we find out? The kettle's always on. The idea of opening a men's shed with Springburn Park was survived. Oh, it's like a mental health thing? To provide recreational facilities, advance the social needs, health and men of all ages. Oh, okay, right. Okay, yeah, I'll see what it is. Okay, cool parking spot they're opening and wants to go ahead and recreate Springburn Park. That's some decent inspiration for cities, that. Cool. I've only seen Vanilla Skyline CS from Glasgow build. That's incredible. I've not seen it. No, is the one. Ghana? I'll have to check it out. Right, yeah, so over here. So the positioning of the towers is really the key thing about this build, so I think we'll start there. So let's give this a little bit of forest brush as well. Let's but CS2 is actually running really smooth today. Looks like recording the game in 4K like really hits my performance recently, but while we're streaming in 1080, it's actually very smooth. It's actually quite enjoyable to play. Not usually this calm. Right, so let's come off the motorway. We'll do 90 degrees here, and then we'll leave. Want a little bit of room for some tree lining between the motorway here. So thankfully we've got the high density demand now as well, so we can create a little bit of a And I guess what I would call this in the UK would be like a council estate. I'm not sure what you guys would call it, maybe. So let's grab low rent housing. And I think we'll do 6x6 towers. Let's also get some parking in here as well. So let's just line up our parking lots. So that one's how many? Is that 5 across? This one's 7. Okay. Let's do alleyway through here. We'll have the parking faced into the middle. And then we'll do the same on the other side. Medium parking lot like that. Oh, I guess you were down south somewhere near Bristol? No, no, no. My accent is a little bit warped now. I'm originally from the northwest near Manchester. But then I lived in London for 3 years. And then I went much further north, which is where I've been for the last near enough 10 years now. Jesus Christ, time is scary, isn't it? So yeah, my accent is influenced by a few different regions of the UK, really. Yeah, okay, you should have power. Don't worry about that. So, not a massive lover of having them all on the same road. Why don't we do some stuff with alleyways here? Let's have that one go down there. And then I wouldn't mind having one kind of set back a little bit. Something like that. Of course, we have just eaten all of our high density demand, but hopefully it'll grow. Then again, I do have find it now, so I can just place them in. If we actually search in low rent without filtering for networks for some reason. Guess I see want to search for zonings, don't we? Residential. 4x4, yeah, okay. So, do we just want to grab a little cheeky 6x6 tower and just say, grow here regardless? I think so. I think we'll do that. Cool, so we should hit some pretty strong Scottish vibes here as we come up. Hey, the Unfunny VR, good morning from England, my friend, how are you? Nice to have you in, buddy. I thought they were going to be higher towers. I mean, the high for the UK, you know, it's not going to be skyscraper or anything, but tall residential towers. I'm in Montreal, North America's brutalist pseudo European paradise. There's a lot of French speaking around Montreal, isn't it? I think it is. Cool. So these will grow up over the next 1,000 years. It's taking quite a long time to come in, isn't it? There we go. Now they're starting to pop in. So let's have some trees between here. Now we could put the sound barrier on here as well. I think definitely on the other side of the highway at least, because we've got the low density residential there. So we'll protect these guys from the sound of the highway. And I guess I'm more after more of a safety barrier than a sound barrier here, really. Just to stop high-speed crashes landing in a residential area. I've also come to the conclusion as well that I think the whole car crash mechanic in cities isn't actually based on causality. I think it's based on they're just random events. Because you can see cars clip with other cars and pedestrians all the time. So like if they actually had a collision mesh, then they would crash. But I'm pretty convinced they're just random events that happen across the city now. Not sure if you guys have maybe had the same experience with that. Cool. So let's have another little tower block area appear down this way without breaking the grid. And actually, I'd like to align it with this road first, I think, so you kind of drive past some of these tower blocks when you get off the motorway. Actually, do you know what? This is a really good inspiration. Portsmouth. This exact thing is in Portsmouth that I was looking at a few weeks ago. Let's go to Portsmouth, which is a massive English naval town. If you've never checked it out, it's very cool. There's a massive aircraft carrier in here at the minute. Very cool. But it's as you come. Yeah, let's get in the street view. Pretty sure it was around here. Maybe a little further into the city. Out here. Of course, now I'm trying to find it. I can't find it. This is just my luck, isn't it? I guess this is sort of the vibe I'm looking at here, because as you kind of come off the motorway. Actually, let me follow my route down. Let me turn off the street view here, it's actually quite distracting. Yeah, coming off the M27 and coming down into Portsmouth, you come past all the port. I bet you probably see it actually from this road, right? If we get on the M275. Yeah, you come down here. There's definitely some residences here on the approach into town. By the way, if you wasn't in our Thessia, was it Thessia stream or the Orchid Bay stream? But there was talk of one day doing a Portsmouth inspired build. I visited the city a couple of weekends ago. Left feeling incredibly inspired due to this massive port that's on the side of it. A huge naval base town as well. Sorry, just bear with me here. I am just sort of going into Portsmouth. There it is. That's what I wanted. Right. I was like, there's definitely a tower block here somewhere. Cool. So it's this thing over here, just past the roundabout, just come off the M27. So where was that? I've already forgotten where it was. Here. My blind. I've already lost that building. That's it, isn't it? That's it. Yes, Nickleby House. Right, okay, we found it. We found it. So, is that a gazebo? It is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, here we go. This is what I was after. A little sort of fenced off grounds with a gazebo in it. Yes. Yeah, so that looks like pretty underwhelming prop detail, doesn't it? But let's see what's here. Just some benches to sit in the green space near the car parks. We can do that. And then we've got 2 tile blocks here in particular. Cool. That's much more inspiring than looking at Glasgow. I remember seeing them. I was driving past these big towers, and I was like, "That's very inspiring for city skylines." I think we might do that. Now we're coming to do it. Favorite time, isn't it? So let's have that go in there. Are you meaning one of your brand new aircraft carriers broke down again? When you tell us again, it's at Portsmouth. It is, yeah. It is my new aircraft carrier. The YouTube money's really coming in these days. No, driving around in my own aircraft carrier. I guess you call it Eggcraft carrier, couldn't you, right? If you want to get involved in the branding. Welcome in, Gorgonzola, though. Nice to see you, buddy. No, not 3 towers. I don't want too many of them. Let's just do 6 by 6. That should be okay. And then we'll start getting some parks around here for them as well. Have a basketball court and tiny baby outdoor gym. Perfect. Then we'll develop a little bit of this garden around these. Boom, straight across there. snap into the side of our buildings as well. Guardrail mod should be possible since we could add sound barriers to the sides of roads. True. Can't wait for CS2 to release on console. We're so close. Haven't they kind of dropped the whole spring release date now? Like, are we actually that close anymore? Thought they kind of dropped it, I guess. Because I know obviously it was delayed till spring, but they haven't referenced that for a long time. Wasn't one of the... Someone who's keeping up with some of the word of the weeks can let me know that, right? Actually, what concrete texture is this? We just find out before we do it. Wouldn't mind having that paved one actually. Why don't we use that for a change of pace? Let's have this go from here. We'll keep it on 90-degree stretches. Down there. And do another little custom playground here as well if you want to. We'll have that there. Wouldn't mind making that little bench area now we've seen it. Go ahead and grab some benches. Without filtering. That would help. It was literally just that, wasn't it? Cool. And we'll give them lots of trees around here too. Let's do those, find it. We'll have a mix of adult and elderly trees through this way. Wouldn't mind actually having some further sports facilities here. Do small playground. Where do we want that? There? Yes, that's fine. That's fine. And probably extend this texture out as well, right back to the main road as well. Let's do it from a different point there. Let's have it run. Not this way. Done like that. Then we keep bringing those trees around here too. Cool. Got some trees in around these spaces. And then actually this is where, if we actually a lot of these towers come with their own parking as well, don't they? Which is quite handy for the vibe actually. Yeah, it's fine, it's okay. But this is where this surface painter thing comes in super handy now. So when you place something like this, you can just get that very abrupt end to the texture. Now let's pull it out. So I'd rather it fill that space instead. Just incredibly delicious, isn't it? Even the same thing over here. Even though this is concrete, we can still drag it out. And then this is the perfect place now to grab. Actually got, let me just redraw that pathway. It's messing about with the terrain there, isn't it? There we go. But yeah, we'll grab some benches in a second. Let me just drag this one across too. Let's grab ourselves table. Yeah, the sooner this mod gets its thumbnails, the better. Yeah, some of these are fine. Then we can just extend it out here with some little prop tables now. Perfect. Take a little walk around here. Yeah, they won't say a date at the mo, so very unlikely to still be spring, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it's obviously quite clear, isn't it? They're having massive development issues with trying to get the simulation to function. I think even read, obviously you take it with a pinch of salt because it's taken from Reddit, but I'm pretty sure someone like looked into the code of the game. I think it might have been you, few Candy, actually, that told me this. I'm pretty sure it was you. But yeah, the people have like looked into the code of the game now, and it's just beyond broken and kind of strangely programmed. With obviously, I can't speak to that. I have no knowledge of coding, but I think we know with the frequency of the updates, they're obviously having a little bit of. Well, look at that! It just landed on 4 deer walking in the hills. Fabulous. I wonder if they've come from Orchid Bay. Let's hope not. Cool. Let's carry on with detail at this estate. But yeah, I think that's what's delayed their console expeditions, hasn't it? But that they're struggling to get it to run for PC. So I think console is trying to get there. Really hope you guys do get it soon though. It's always so disappointing when you get a delay, isn't it? It's not very nice when something you're really looking forward to gets delayed. Even though I agree it should have been delayed, it's never nice to deal with it, is it? I wouldn't mind spanning off another tower over here actually. Just keep this kind of estate sprawling. Something like that. Got lots of high density demand, so we'll keep the low rent housing coming in. Wouldn't mind the occasional shop on the estate either. I stick to the small ones if we can. I'll get some more parks in for these folk. Let's have one there. And got room for basketball court? Indeed we do. And we'll just do some surface extension around here too. That's the new name for it now, isn't it? It's like, oh, let's just do a little bit of surface extension spice. As we come to now start detailing. Is this the grass texture? That's not the asset I want, is it? It's the outdoor gym I think I put down, wasn't it? Yeah. There we go. So we'll have that there. Again, massive shout out to everyone watching, all 202 of you, and including everyone who makes it 2 hours and 2 minutes into a stream VOD. Shout out to the VOD watchers, you guys are insane. I think we're hitting Scottish vibes here, right? This little low rent housing estate. Don't mind it at all. Very tasteful. What have we built in this stream? We have done what's it called? Row housing on the outskirts of the castle. We've done our first bit of fence detailing on the edge of the rail line here. We've also connected the rail line into Bourbon now, so we can have trains flowing back and to between the towns. And we've also done a little custom prop playground over here, using the new mods tools that are available now. And little custom plazas over here and whatnot. And little bits of detailing. That's it, pretty much. So far, anyway. Cool. Wouldn't mind bushlining this actually. As nice as it is dragging textures around, I still think the change in textures can be quite abrupt. So we'll stick some hedges on a fence fill. Just give it a bit more of a border. There we go. My accent is all over the place too. I lived our way of Lakenheath from age 9 to 17. It was about 3 years, lost my accent. North Carolina, then Texas. Then Texas killed it. Yeah, I bet Texas did kill it. Lakenheath is where they're storing the nuclear weapons, isn't it? I saw that in the news the other day. Yeah, with the whole thing going on with the Russia-Ukraine war at the minute. I believe there are now nuclear bombs being moved to Lakenheath. It's pretty terrifying, isn't it? Let's have that go there. And we'll have this cut back onto the main road. Not that I expect many people to actually walk over here. As it is, actually, do you want to consider pedestrian path over the highway? There is one further down. But I guess I wouldn't be averse to one here. Do you want to try it out? Give us 6 meters. If that was Germany, there would be rundown mattresses in the shop in that corner. There's definitely rundown mattresses in Scotland. I'm assuming there is in Portsmouth as well, given the fact that it's a naval town. You know how it goes, sort of one girl in every port, etc. You know how those Navy boys be. I think we will have the pedestrian pathway here, though. And is it that easy? I think it is that easy, isn't it? Do we want to do a tree line in between the highway? I know how dangerous this is. Like, you never get this in the UK. You maybe would on a dual carriageway, but never a motorway. But I do just love the aesthetic of a tree line between the roads. Incredibly dangerous, but it does look nice. Maybe we'll explore a birch line in. I think I do. I think I like it. I think we'll go for it. I could put sound barriers up to stop them, of course. If you are going to tree line, you need a crash barrier there, don't you? Yeah. Are we going to do something about the poo in the river over there? Not for right now. Not for right now. Just going to have to remain here, I think. I'm pretty sure it doesn't currently clear away either, does it? So I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Pretty sure we don't. How was the pillar situation with the boats? They're going right through it. Should we find out? Oh, no. He avoided it. He avoided it. Very nice. What about you? They're avoiding them. They're avoiding them. It's fine. It's perfect. Are the ferries doing that as well? It's just ferries coming from Palawan. How cool is that? Yeah, they're actually avoiding them. There we go. Fantastic. Very nice. Cool. So I think I'd like a little woodland to kind of envelop this council estate here. Does anyone want to name it? I guess it needs a name. Anybody wants to name the what direction is this? This is south, isn't it? Yeah, it is south. If anybody wants to name the Southern Whiskey Council estate, please let me know in the comments. You can have it. Anything funny usually wins with me. Welcome in E6. How are you, buddy? Happy Sunday. Where's the governor? Oh, not to sound like I'm boasting, but my muscles are aching because I've been to the gym. I feel very strong. Quite powerful. In a way, I'd say. Got that gym ache kicking in. It's nice. I'm enjoying it. Right. Let's bring that forest back through here as well. Woodland Delicious is the one we'll go for. Not with any anarchy though. Gorgonzola's not from anywhere near Berlin. I'm assuming Gorgonzola is Italian, based on the username. Unless you're duping us all. And again, I spent years thinking EMB was French, and it turns out he isn't. Won't location reveal him in case he doesn't want me to, but I was blown away when I found out where he's actually from. Although I don't know why I ever thought he was French. I never had any evidence to indicate EMB was French. It's just an assumption. Built lots of thick forest through here. Eggy Estate, Stabby Streets. I can't call it that. Funny VR. I can't call it that. Spring Roll for Spring Burn. That's a great name, Stephen. That's a good one. Just got in from a carvery. Oh, lovely, Eggsy. What did you have? Mashed potatoes, I hope. Mashed potatoes. South Cask because whiskey. Oh, South Cask is good. Like that. It's a good one, Jason. South Barrel Estates. Egg State, Jojo, keeping it simple. I really like Jason's idea, South Cask, just because it's in whiskey. I think we'll go for that, Jason. That's very cute. Are we one word? Yeah. Alcasca State. Very nice, mate. Thank you for that, Jason. That's very cute. I like that one. To answer your question earlier, Montreal is French, but it's full of Anglos because the rest of Canada is underwhelming. Oh, I'm pretty sure the West Coasters will come at you for that, Ghost. We've got quite a few West Coast Canadians in the Discord server who will defend Vancouver till their final breath. But yeah, I've always fancied visiting Canada. I want to do, not to be like the stereotypical kind of basic bitch tourist, but I would quite like to go tick off Banff. Right, I think we'll get another low rent housing in here. Now, is that enough now? How many towers have we got here? Quite a few, actually. A few more than I wanted. But I think I'm happy with it. Quite authentic, isn't it? I think. Don't mind it at all. I'm happy with this very vegetated green belt to surround the whole area. Wouldn't mind doing a little bit of network decoration here either. Do I want you to be... I might just rethink this junction here. Let's grab a little bit of asymmetry. Yeah, have the 2 lanes facing in, and I think I'll actually grab a little... What else do we have over here? There's this little industrial estate, isn't there? We'll just have a slip lane coming off into there, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And then let's make sure we have that forest coming all around all sides of it. So let's keep the pathway going too. Sorry, God, I'm getting very lost here. There's a lot I want to do. Let's have a dog park in here as well. Might even have 2 of them. A bit of repeated symmetry spice. Gorgonzola is from the middle of rural Germany, near Paderborn. Or if anybody in your family is in the army, near Senelager. Is that how you pronounce that? I feel like I've heard of Paderborn before. Always mashed potatoes, had gammon, turkey, beef with pigs in blankets on top. Delicious, eggsy. Absolutely wonderful, mate. That roast is signed off by a northerner. Recently found out not everyone has mashed potato on a roast, which is quite disgusting, to be honest. I think we might do a poll for that, actually. Probably more applicable to the UK people in the chat, but we're going to do it anyway. Does mash belong on a roast? That'll be quite fun to poll the audience on that one, I think. we always ask the hard-hitting questions on the channel. Have these pathways connect around. Cool. Let's also have touch more forest around here as well. I really do like the autumnal trees. I'm very glad they added that in. I know it was kind of a little bit of a last-minute hash job, but it's all right. Welcome in, Karina. How are you, lovely? Nice to see you. I believe you've just been for a carvery. Roasties all the way, mashes for other meals. They go with both meals for you, see. What's the poll like? 58% yes. 2 dog parks next to each other. The madness. Well, I'll tell you what we can do. Is we'll use our surface painter to make it appear as though it's one with pathway through the middle of it. Yes, please. Cool. Doesn't look too bad at all. While I do some bush lining here, let's grab some crop line tool. Stick with cultivated flower bush, I think. Stick on a fence bit as well. We had this come with a friend at our carvery. We decided mash on a roast is a northern thing. But what about Valley? Valley's Welsh. Valley, do you have mash on a roast? Should we just let the Welsh decide it? If it's a north-south divide, we'll give it to the Welsh. The Welsh can have the deciding vote. Claire's in the southeast and loves mash with her roast. So Claire's a southerner. Claire's deep south as well if she's southeast. Are you like Kent way, Claire? Okay. Cool. At Superchats are even better than most Germans. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. You need some social services and a little bit of culture in that housing project, otherwise you'll have drugs flooding in. I think it's City Skylines, mate. There's not a lot I can do to introduce social services into the build. Or culture for that matter. They're just assets, aren't they? We definitely want to do some more work here though. Let's have some more tree lining happening. More of a roasties man, me. But would you have roasties and mash at the same time, Valley? That's what we need to discern. Is that a yay or is it a nay? Let's get more of those benches as well. Where are they? Over here. Put Anarchy on too, so we can come within the remit here. Can we search for food? Stand 1, stand A. That's like actual food, stand A. Yeah, food cart is what I'm after. So what have we got here? There's a number of options. There's quite a few of them actually, isn't there? Oh, I'd love to make a little food market somewhere. God, yeah, there's quite a few of them. We even get the gas station signs as well. There's so many more vanilla props now. It's very exciting. Okay, well, I think we'll go for the hot dog stand though, not to get distracted. Which one was it? Number 2 is what we want. We'll have that one just here. Cool. Happy with that. Just to flesh out the front of that basketball court a little bit. No, not both. Controversial, Valley lad. Controversial. Oh, Claire's from Cambridge. And apparently Oblivious K is very close to Claire. Maybe you guys can meet for a coffee. Talk about your favourite egg series. One or the other prefer roasties, but mash is a last resort. If mash doesn't belong on a roast, then why is it served at a carvery? Eggsy bringing hard-hitting points to the table. Bangers and mash, let's please agree. We love bangers and mash bread. We love bangers and mash. Would you have bangers and roasties? Would you have that? I'm surprised 41% of you have voted no on mash on a roast. Really enjoying this housing project though. Been fun, Egg, but I gotta go. Take care. Talk to you soon. See you later. Unfunny. Thank you for hanging out, matey. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Have a little posture check and hydration break as well, please, everyone. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this. We need to develop the networks around here, actually. It's all very abrupt at the minute, isn't it? This is heading off in this direction, isn't it? Which is actually where we come to quite a cute little bend in the river. I wouldn't mind forming a town around this, actually. We've also got the coastline to play with. Yeah, should we put a town out here eventually? I think we probably will. We're in the buildable area, right? Yeah, we are. Probably another opportunity to develop another highway interchange. Okay, let's plan. We don't want to do it now, obviously. That's definitely for an episode. But I'd certainly like to develop the networks for that. So let's plan a bridge from here. And we'll have it land over this side, which are going to be cutting quite heavily into this mountain, aren't we? Is there anything on top of the mountain? Is there any ruins or castles or something? What's that? Rock. It's not a ruin, it's just a rock. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's castle ruins here. Maybe a tourist attraction or something. I don't really know what to do with the mountains in Great Highlands there. These two big coastal ones do actually kind of pose quite a bit of an obstacle for actually getting to the coastline. Right, anyway, let's do this. Let's deforest all of this stuff over here. Carvery serve both roasts and mash. I imagine mash is there as a last, as a last resort too. Can't argue with Barry's logic. I regret giving the deciding vote to the Welsh. I'm rescinding it. I'm taking the power back from the Welsh. Sorry to tell you, Valley. You quarter them for an oven roast. Looks like Oblivious K and Claire are going to meet up. Look at that. A brand new friendship founded from the server. Absolutely wonderful. You guys are very cute. If you actually do meet for a coffee, let me know. Not that I'm going to join you. I'm not driving to Cambridge for a coffee, but... Eggsy and Karina ended up getting engaged out of the server. So, you know, there's always the possibility Claire might get engaged to Oblivious K. Not that I'm saying Claire's looking for a partner or anything, but... Yeah, I'm sure Eggsy and Karina didn't subscribe with the idea of finding their soulmate one day, but there you go. They did. At least I assume they're soulmates. I'm speaking out of turn there. Hopefully haven't just started a domestic. Not after a wonderful carvery of all things. I wouldn't mind having a little bit of... just like a bit of service admin out here, maybe. Recycling centre. How pollutive is this? Medium ground pollution. Nah, it's too big. It's too big. What else can we put out here? What do you guys want in this space? There's a very awkward bit of land between, well, the highway and the rail that needs to be developed into something. I don't really want to do another housing project here. I want that to be sort of the only one in the area. Which is actually created a cute new skyline over here. Hey, do you play Civ? I don't, mate, no. Don't. I think I put like 10 hours into Civ 5 a few years ago, but never really got on board with it. Right, let's grab some deforestation stuff. Yeah, let me know what we should put here. There is a bit of an awkward space that needs to be done. And then with this over here, I think we'll level out a little bit more. And then soften that new terrain back in. I think this will just split at a T-junction then. Have our topography on. And future egg will thank present egg for this. We'll slope up from here. Like cutting through this big mountainous terrain, and one day this will head off toward another town, which will probably be named after some sort of booze, as has been with the other two towns anyway. I'll go over there one day. I just joined. What did I miss? You missed row housing, custom playgrounds using the new props now. Also custom plazas alongside council estate, which we've just finished up. So now I'm looking for something to build over here. Welcome in, Jaden. Nice to have you, mate. Nice to have you. Mash Mountain, put your food, quarter top. There's always spuds in various forms. Oh, Claire's married with 3 kids. She's probably not going to be into it then, Kay. Sorry to get your hopes up. That'd be a perfect place, a massive wind farm on the coast. Yeah, we do wind farms over there. Can do that. Water feature? I don't have the water mod. That would have been a good idea, though. Fair enough. Do you like it less compared to Anno? Yeah, Anno is much more my vibe. I never really got on board with kind of the hexagonal system on Civ 5. I think if I'm playing a strategy game, I want something more akin to kind of Total War. I love Total War. Play a lot of that. But yeah, Civ never really pulled me in. But I've never really given it the time either, to be fair, so it might do. Never know. Yeah, what can we put out here? We could do something communications related. Should we just do server farms are pretty vast, aren't they? Yeah, not a server farm. We could just do a telecom tower. Should we just do that? A little bit of communication admin over here. Let's grab the telecom tower. Only 4 points. How big is it? Wouldn't mind terraforming a little hill here. And having a little road winding up to the top of the tower. Maybe with a little industrial road next to it. I think we'll go for that. Let's grab height from the mountain. Don't want it to be like massive. Probably something like that. Again, we'll do more terraforming than we need. And then if we have, how much bigger than this is the radial mast? Quite a lot bigger, isn't it? Makes everyone in bourbon happy. Even into whiskey as well. Oh, sorry, other way around. Makes everyone in whiskey happy, even into bourbon. How is this looking from down in the town? Get to the road junction where we can see it. First person tours are absolutely immense. Absolutely love this. Yeah, the LOD is a little faded, but you can see it from the town, can't you, here? Little look down Main Street bourbon as well. Into, sorry, Main Street. I can always get bourbon and whiskey mixed up. It's constant. It's pain. Cool. Right. Let's get back to it. Oh, DJ with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, DJ. Good morning. So happy to catch the live. So happy to have you here, DJ. Thank you for joining us, lovely. Thank you for the dono. Very kind of you. I hope you're having a wonderful Minnesota Sunday. Start to our edge of building here again too. So we'll draw that up there. Wouldn't mind having a very small industrial unit up here as well with it. Almost as like something of a tool shed for the tower. I guess we could prop deal. I wonder what we can pick her off of this. Bench, the containers. You can get, oh, that's the whole building itself. We obviously don't want to do that. Not too much off of this one. Rocks and trees, the crates and pallets over here and stuff. Okay. Anyway, let's do a little road here. Do just want to bring this out of the roundabout. I feel that'd be a little odd to have a major roundabout have a small exit to a little. Then again, you do get that in the UK, thinking driving down some of the A roads. You definitely see small little sort of slip roads coming off, particularly on the road to you're driving from sort of like Stoke to Leicester on the A something, I can't remember what it is now. But you get that quite a lot down there. Little service roads for roundabouts into little private industrial areas. Cool. So let's have that go up there, and then we'll blend this mass back into the land now. Not like that though. Do a little bit of soften around here. Wanted it to be slightly elevated if we're working with a telecoms tower. I think actually wouldn't mind having the whole tower wrapped up with road. Let's just let the road do that. Nope, not with curve tool though. Let's try that again. Wonderful. How are we doing with the poll now? Poll's ended. Mashed potato on a roast does win. Sorry to inform the southerners. So there we go. It's been decided. Mashed potato does belong on a roast. I get that on a t-shirt. Merch going. I think we'll put the sound barriers back on the highway over here as well, just for continuity purposes. That's not sound barriers though. Yeah, don't put retaining wall on there. Have that there. Egg super happy about to do more streams. Glad to hear that, Vi lad. Glad you're enjoying them, mate. Yeah, I'd become really burnt out on like after the launch of Cities 2. That's why streams took such a hiatus last year. I was just after the whole stress of with early access in Cities 2. When we were all telling them like this shit isn't ready to come out, please tell us it's not going to be in this state when it launches. Like, don't worry, it's just a beta, it'll be fine. We're like, okay. That was just super stressful. But yeah, managed to bounce back a bit from it now. I'm much less stressed out with it these days, and these mods are making me enjoy Cities 2 immensely more. Like, just so much more enjoyment to be had now. And I hope it's been more enjoyable for you guys to watch as well. This is your first time seeing CS2 mods. So hopefully it's maybe convinced you the game does have some legs in it, because I know there's been a lot of sort of negativity, and it's not really negativity, it's justified criticism. It launched in a terrible state, but I think the mods have shown us not everything stinks of shit. Do you know what I mean? If that's the appropriate way to say it. I think so anyway. That there is some fun to be had here. If you're in it for building, that is. If you're a simulation person, stay away. There's no simulation here at all. It's all city building. Cool. Let's have this through here. Oh, the forest. Very, very nice. New series of eggs on toast called Mash on Roast. Yes, exit. Absolutely love that. Maybe we can make that the next episode of the Patreon podcast. That's so funny. Eggs on toast, mash on roast. That's actually very good banter from E6. I'm quite surprised by that one. He's usually pretty terrible with his jokes, but that's decent. Well done, Eggsy. Let's do some fencing around here as well. This is a good opportunity for me to use that big industrial number we came across earlier in the stream. If I can find it. Which one was it? Wasn't that one? But I really hope we get thumbnails soon for this. I'm jumping through in a random order, which isn't helping. There we go, that's the one. Industrial fence piece high. Yeah, that's the one we want. Let's bang this on a fence fill. You'll just make me hungry this morning. Is it pretty much the same in the Discord, Jason? Most of the community just talk about food, which I'm massively on board with. I think that's really cool. Oh, that one doesn't love the terrain, does it? There are gaps in the fence there, but I think I can live with it. I think I'm okay with that. A little Drake here as well. Yeah. Shocking result. I demand a repo now. The people have spoken, Valley. I even gave you the deciding vote and he screwed it up. I think everyone got a bit burnt out, understandable. Creating them extra videos and schedule could not have been easy. Yeah, it was a bit of a burnout. Yeah. I do feel kind of a bit awkward. I mean, we spoke about this in a recent episode of the podcast, which links down below to Patreon, by the way, if you want to come listen to our exclusive Patreon podcast. Happens every 2 weeks. It was a lot of fun. But I was talking about how I feel a little bit kind of, you know, silly for complaining about work sometimes because my job is to play video games. Obviously, there's much more to it than that. There's editing and running a community and trying to keep everyone happy with their favorite series and whatnot, and actually running a business in terms of doing taxes and accounts and numbers and everything that goes with that side of it. But I still sit down and play video games for a job, so I do feel very, I guess, a little bit uncomfortable complaining about that sometimes. But something you get used to, I think. Cool. Yeah, I think that was the perfect addition there. Just a tiny bit of sort of communications infrastructure. Don't mind that at all. Quite nice. We got custom static props loaded last night. Modding's so close to be enabling custom assets soon. Is it really hellbound? Interesting. Custom assets may be on the way then. I watched episode 1 of ILOS again yesterday. Very enjoyable. Thank you, Fusion. Claire's also... There's been quite a few of you going through ILOS again actually recently, which has been nice. I've had quite a few comments on the first episode of ILOS. Nice to see that episode, or that series, still burns all these years later. Very nice. Let's do a bit of detailing over here, shall we? Up on this little point. Let's grab ourselves some services. We'll pull this out to the side. Actually, no, we won't. Let's put that back where it belongs. We'll do our own service, which is going to be, maybe use pavement road actually. Yeah, let's do that one. I just want a generic grey surface, I think. This one here. Not up there actually. Yeah, I'll just end it here. And then I'll pick up the props off that are in the antenna themselves, as if it's there for maintenance purposes. So we'll have a couple of pipes here. And what else did we have on it? Some wooden pallets, it looks like. Or crates, rather. Got anything else on this? I'm going to try use the same props so it looks like they're there to service it. How about those? Can we get them? No. How about some in this instead then? No. No. No to all of that. We'll just do some more of this then. That's fine. Then we'll get a tree up here as well. Not something that big though. That'll do. My humor is always top drawer, mate. Yeah, I suppose it is, actually. I suppose it is. I won't deny that. Really nice view for the skyline as well here, right? Especially over to Bourbon over there, which you guys haven't seen that episode yet, so don't be watching this stream back thinking, oh my god, I've not seen the observation tower in. I'm currently in the middle of editing that episode, so it'll be out on Wednesday. Yeah. Your streams are amazing. We also appreciate everything the hard work. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate it, mate. Hello, neighbour. How's life on the side of the river? It's okay, Tara. How are you? Nice to see you in here. When did I give up my day job? I quit my manager's job in June of 2021. So very nearly 3 years I've been doing YouTube for now, full time. I was doing it for 2 years as a hobby before it became to the point where it could actually replace my full-time income. Which is good. Every year I get to do YouTube as a living. I'm very grateful for. Very lucky person to be able to do this for work. There's lots of people that have to go into like industrial steel mills for a job and do that every day. Or work on like oil rigs in the North Sea. I am very, very lucky that I get to do this. Cool. I think I'm happy with that. That's very nice. I could pick up most of your cities and start to watch again. Most of. I'm interested which ones you can't watch again, Karina. You better say Friendwood. A job is always a job. There'll always be part of it. It's frustrating. It's very few, Darslin. Everyone was very sympathetic with that on the live stream, on the podcast. Sorry, very nice. Claire's loving being back on Ilos. She's also planning on rewatching Navaria and Palaven again too. Palaven will always have DJ's heart. He's so cute, DJ. Thank you so much. Yeah. I went back and watched one of Roads well loud. Sorry about that. Can't hear myself think. Went back and watched one of your favorite episodes from his first build guide, Mod's New Downtown. I'm still waiting for the first person walk of that build. From the first build guide, Abby Bakar, you're probably not going to get that video. You're probably not going to get that one. I don't think I'll do a first person walk in tour in Berghusia. We do one in Egginburgh though. I think we're going to do it from up here. So we'll start from Egginburgh Castle. Up this way. Be like, wow, what a wonderful day we've had out in Egginburgh Castle today. And then we'll walk all the way down the Royal Mile right up to Bourbon, I think. It's going to be a fucking long walk, but it'll be really cool, I think, to go right the way down the arterial that cuts through the town. And that'll be a lot of fun. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Cool, I'm happy to have this as the edge of town though here. I think maybe just a touch more correction on the forest, because I don't really like the way it sits at the minute. Let's get rid of this. I think I want to slope up as well from that train line again too. And then this will kind of be like the official edge of whiskey. And we finally rounded out this bit of the town here that's been sat naked for a long time. I've also got this as well. That's on the side of the highway. We'll probably turn that into forest, I think. Let's go up here. Soften this out. Possibly Navaria. I'll give it that on Karina. It is very white. It is very white. Brad's going to be furious though. Brad's not going to be happy with that. But yeah, Navaria is. If Navaria was just like a seasons build, I think it'd been a lot more tolerable, but there is a lot of white in Navaria. Let's keep this bush palette going on the other side of the rail. And then we'll do the forest on this side of it. So there's a bit more of a defined line between the overgrown rail and where the forest kicks up again. But yeah, all this to be forest is pretty cool. And then we can just have this. I'll probably actually change this into national road. Let's do a 4-lane highway for this road. And then we'll let this develop into kind of country roads take me home. In not too far away, I think, because if we have a look at the bird's eye view of Egginburgh now, like Bourbon is really growing out. I won't go too close as not to reveal the build you haven't seen yet. But like Bourbon's starting to fill out now. We'll probably be over here for maybe 3 or 4 more episodes because I want to do the airport too. Then Bourbon will kind of wrap itself up. Then I think we'll probably come down this way. I think I wouldn't mind building along some rivers because like it's all the rivers here are like massive like fjords with like insane like banks on them, like this sort of tall. But yeah, I wouldn't mind building around here. Maybe terraform out so it's a little lower to the water level. So it's like it'd be quite a nice place to have a town based around, wouldn't it? So maybe not too far away actually, we'll head over there and start doing that. Yeah. all the way from Saudi Arabia. I love your videos. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Ab. I know how to say hello in Arabic, or at least greetings. What is it now? Assalamu alaikum, I think is the correct saying, Ab. So assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you for watching the videos, my friend. I think no matter what job you do, there comes a time when you burn out. It's inevitable. It's very true, Valley. Very true. Are you still on the buses, by the way, Valley? I haven't really seen much of you around the last 6 months or so, I don't think. If you are, I hope it's going well. And the area was very white, kind of hurts the eyes. It does. Imagine recording it and then editing it, Claire. That's why it only ran for 6 months. Migraine inducing. It was your first city, yeah. Got some of those downtown builds when the Skyscrapers DLC came out, chef's kiss. Yeah, especially the Uptown New York district was really nice. I really liked that. It was good. Lovely builds. Thanks for the inspiration. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for watching, mate. Appreciate you. Brad heard that. I do have to say I love Novaria. Looks at night with the snow and the lights. It is stunning. Yeah, I suppose that view from Peak 15 is really cute as well, isn't it? Very nice. Novaria is probably the only series that changed the way I built in cities. That episode with the ski resort was unbelievable when you made your own track going downhill. It was good, although not my idea. That is inspired from Imperator. So I won't take credit for that one. But yes, it was very cute. I did enjoy that Brad Stanton ski resort. Yeah. Maybe terraform an extra island to that wide part of the fjord. Not averse to it, Ian Bay. Although there is shipping lanes through here now, though. Maybe over here, though, if this is the one you meant. Still got to build up all this side of it as well. There's a big train line going through here. I think get used to seeing Egginburgh for quite a while because it's no way near done yet. And now with the mods, we can have so much more fun in it. I think. But we've been live for 2 hours, 47 minutes now. And I want to go get some food before the United match kicks off. So I think we will leave the live stream there. Should we put some nighttime views? The disgusting nighttime transition of Cities 2. That actually wasn't too bad. Cities 2 is actually running a lot smoother today for some reason. There's not been a patch I've missed, has there? I don't think there has. But yeah, quite a cute view, I think. Across the again, the lights have an LOD on them, so everything looks switched off. You don't really get a proper impactful nighttime in CS2, unfortunately. CS1 nighttime in CS1 looks a lot better. But yes, we will chuck someone a host before we do back up the stream, so please don't go anywhere just yet. Let's go for you, Candy. She had a wonderful episode yesterday on some of the mods, and we haven't hosted FUC for a very long time. So there's a link to FUC's video in the stream. Please go shout hello people in the comment section. Get it boiling the algorithm for her. She did a really nice job with infueling some of the mods we've used today. So go check it out. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed the stream and the introduction of Finder into CS2 properly for the first time. So many more little prop areas to detail now. And this little housing estate turned out really nicely. I'm super happy with how this looks. So I hope you all enjoyed it. Massive shout out as always to everyone who's been here. Thanks to the mods, Karina, Exit, Mags, and Minor has been around as well. Josh also, DJ, Jojo, Ab, Big Handy who just hosted, Claire, Frank, Ghost, Valulad, Brad, Muab. So many of you, Jason, Ben, Claire again. You're all legends, guys. I realised I had top chat as well rather than live chat all the time. Damn it. Idiot egg. But yes, the stream VOD, if you've got nothing else to do with the rest of your afternoon, likes always help the VODs and a comment as well once it's processed. And don't forget to come join us in the Discord and on Twitter if you want more egg in your life. There's always more things to be had. Patreon and Instant Gaming all down below as well if you want to help support the channel a bit further. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow for Orchid Bay, as always, on a Monday. And then Egginburgh, this episode, which I'm going to go carry on editing later tonight, will be out on Wednesday. That's it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you all for the donations and support today as well. You're very generous. You're all very cute. It means the world to me. See you next week in the Novaria live stream away. You'll be there when you're on, Brad. Right, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you in the week. Love to you all. Thanks for watching. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.